Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're going to be speaking on the Memphis rapper Straight Drop, who is on the run and has a warrant for first-degree murder for the shooting death of young Dolph. January 5th, 2022, the tragic case of Memphis rapper Young Dolph took a major turn when law enforcement announced the suspect. 23-year-old Justin Johnson, a local rapper who goes by the name Straight Drop, is officially wanted for the first-degree murder of young Dolph, and the Memphis Police, U.S. Marshals, and Tennessee Bureau of Investigation are offering a combined reward of up to $15,000 for information leading to his arrest. Straight Drop also has a federal warrant for violating his supervised release on a weapons offense, and his name has been added to the Tennessee's most wanted list. Back in November of 2021, Memphis police responded to a call for a shooting at Makita's Bakery located in South Memphis. Arriving on scene, responding officers observed a camouflage wrapped Corvette in the parking lot. The bakery's windows were shattered, and a man's arm could be seen hanging outside the window as his body laid inside. He was pronounced dead at the scene and identified as 36-year-old Adolph Thornton Jr., who's more commonly known as Memphis rapper Young Dolph. In the days that followed, accusations would carelessly be tossed around, placing blame on everyone from rival rappers to the employees of the bakery. It's well documented Dolph was targeted in two separate shooting attacks, starting in February of 2017 when Dolph had released the record Play With Yo Bitch, a diss targeting Memphis rapper Yo Gotti, who was even portrayed by a look-alike actor in the music video. A week later, Dolph was shot at. It was 6:30 at night when over 100 rounds were fired at Dolph in Charlotte, North Carolina. The rapper sat unfazed in a $300,000 bulletproof SUV, and 2 months later, Dolph would drop a song titled 100 Shots, mocking the shooters by saying, "How the fuck you miss a whole 100 shots?" and titling the album Bulletproof. The song would go gold, and Yo Gotti's artist Black Youngster would later be charged in connection to the shooting, with the charges eventually being dropped. 7 months later, Dolph would get into a fight with 3 men on Hollywood Boulevard in California. At one point, Dolph was knocked to the ground and a man pulled a gun, shooting him multiple times. Dolph would be rushed into emergency surgery, luckily surviving, and none other than Yo Gotti was named as a person of interest in the shooting. Within hours of Dolph's death, it was rumored one of Yo Gotti's restaurants and Black Youngster's grandmother's house was shot up, but those rumors were later dismissed by the Memphis police chief. Within 24 hours of his death, a comedian named Darion Childs would take to Facebook saying, "Man, them folks just killed young Dolph. I love Memphis, cuz we so gangster." Hours later, the 21-year-old was shot and killed at a gas station. The white Mercedes used as the getaway vehicle would be found days later on the side of an abandoned house, and evidence within the vehicle would tie it to a double shooting that took place days before Dolph's death, in which 2 women were shot multiple times, one of which ended up dying. In both murders, police have confirmed assault rifles were used. Within 24 hours of the vehicle being discovered, a man named Desmond Rogers was shot and killed next door to the abandoned home, leaving many to assume he tipped off the police about the vehicle as he lived next door. Around this time, the internet exploded as a now deleted music video emerged of Memphis rapper Straight Drop rapping in front of the same abandoned home. Straight Drop's associate CEO Bobby is believed to be the owner of the Mercedes. It could be seen in multiple pics with the vehicle on his now deleted Instagram. Bobby, whose real name is Joshua Hewlett, is already known to police as a shooter after a 2020 arrest in which he was inside of a car that exchanged gunfire with another car. The vehicle he was in would crash out after attempting to escape police, and 3 suspects, including Bobby, would be arrested. A picture of another associate named Jojo Splat shows him in front of Bobby's Mercedes, and a music video shows Jojo, CEO Bobby, and a man wearing a Bass Pro Shop hat identical to the one worn by one of the murder suspects. CEO Bobby can also be seen wearing a PRE chain, the label owned by Young Dolph. And it's believed Bobby got the chain after a PRE member was robbed, which they bragged about on Instagram Live.
You see that, Joe? They like them chains bought. Like, shit got bought over here. Like, shit got bought over here. Them hoes legit, family. No cow. That's a 5-finger discount off a rapper neck. Off a rapper neck. It's that one. The fat one. It's that one. Say bye bye. Them folks did not say dog. I ain't bought shit, all stolen. I ain't bought shit, all stolen.
Bobby would be arrested only 7 days after Dolph's death, after being questioned about a stolen vehicle and police finding weapons and drugs inside of his girlfriend's apartment. Rumors quickly spread he was arrested and being questioned over the death of Young Dolph. At this time, it isn't clear what evidence police have against Straight Drop, who remains the only suspect wanted for Dolph's death. But it's guaranteed the $15,000 being offered by law enforcement is nothing compared to the amount of money on Straight Drop's head. Now, if y'all have been following everything that happened after Dolph's death, this case and everything about it was pretty much solved by the internet, by YouTube, by mad people putting everything together, finding this dude, accusing this dude. But what's dangerous about that, right? One guy out of everyone that's been accused is actually wanted by the police. But every time someone is falsely accused, like Makita's and all the employees of the bakery, that's putting their life at risk. It's always easier to be the one criticizing than it is to be the one that's criticized. It's always easier to point the finger than it is to defend yourself. And what happens with this is people throw out all these accusations because they know it's gonna get views, they know it's gonna get attention, it's gonna come to their channel, they're gonna get subscribers, whatever. But they're not taking into consideration the fact that these people actually live in the war zone that's known as Memphis, where people are getting shot the fuck down. People that are on the internet, the majority of them, they don't live that life. They're not in that environment. And a lot of these types of channels don't even show their fucking face for two reasons. For one, they'll be held accountable for all the lying that they're doing and people know who they are and they'll possibly get ran down on. And for two, their credibility will be gone when people can see that you don't live that fucking life. You ain't never been in the streets. You ain't never been in prison. You ain't never been involved in nothing. So why the fuck should we listen to you? But to be honest, it doesn't take a gangster or a street affiliated person to put this shit together when all of the evidence is on social media. These rappers, these killers, these gangsters, they put everything on social media. And all people have to do is just put it together. Now, I'm interested in hearing what actual evidence they have against Straight Drop, whether it's DNA or whatever. They're saying that they found evidence inside of the Mercedes that linked the Mercedes to Dolph's shooting and another shooting. I'm assuming it's going to be shell casings because in that same sentence, they were able to confirm assault rifles were used in both shootings. Gunpowder isn't going to tell you that, but if they found 7.62 shell casings inside of the vehicle, like what a Draco shoots, which is obviously the gun Dolph got shot with, that's how they'd be able to piece that together. But we'll just have to see how this plays out. I'm sure in a matter of time he's going to get caught, because when's the last time somebody got killed and the killer just disappeared forever, especially a rapper? It just doesn't fucking happen. He's going to get caught, and with that, other people might get tied into the case, because when you're facing forever in prison, people start to talk. But hey, it's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all rocking with me. Till next time.